they're not designers, they're not product developers. That's our job. It's our job to learn and to understand and then design something that's perfect. So how do we keep contact with our users? So I said that at Swipe and Shop, for example, I would invite them to the office, but as 80% of our users are not European, but 1 in a different time zone and 2 in the USA, I would love to visit them, but it's more difficult. So we use other tools for that I'm going to share with you. I hope you don't know them yet. So one of the tools that we use is Lookback. And Lookback is a quite cool tool because you can have interviews with people. You can tape it. I can take like the most important stuff out of the interview, put it into Slack, so that not my whole team needs to watch the interview, but just the crucial things I can immediately send to them. Also, you can do like testing, but I don't know how you call that, but you can test it. I can send you a link. You can test it, and I can see what you're actually doing. So it's quite a nice tool. Another thing that Revue actually already used that I love is Intercom. I don't know how many people already use Intercom. Okay, not too many. I'm really excited about the tool. One, because you can send messages like based on data points. So if somebody does this, then make sure to send them either a message or an email. And another reason why I'm very enthusiastic about this is because it is a contact point for customers. So the moment that customers get lost, they see my head, or Martijn's head in this case, popping up, and they can leave us a message. And this is like a starting point for us to talk either to unhappy customers or really happy customers, or customers who have an idea. Or and one of the things that we found out was that because in Intercom we got so many feature messages, like, hey, we want to have that feature, hey, can you please use that, that we started a Google Doc with all the ideas and then ranked it. And that was horrible. So we decided to open up the roadmap and to send everybody to the roadmap and say, hey, just post your feature idea here, vote if it's already there. And so once we start building or we redesign the roadmap, this is one of the things that I return to see what was actually something that people were asking for. I really like, this is one of the first moments that it was launched. It's you'll see a different one if you log in now. But if you see the work on multiple issues at the same time, it has like 25 votes. Our CEO our developer got so enthusiastic about that the night he built it, and then the next morning he launched it. So it was pretty cool to tell the customers, like, okay, he got so excited, he decided to build it for you, there it is. And the other thing that we have is a user channel, and what we try to do is that we keep few users. We try to refresh it also, so not talk to the same users every single time, but talk with them about designs. If I have a specific question, like if they have some problems that they ran into, how are they solving it now? How could we solve it? Like more like idea bumping. I can put it into the user channel, and it's not the best setup, the customer feedback setup, but for us it really works. So if you have other tools that you're using, please let me know, because I would really like to know. What I also forgot to say was, what was also very interesting with the features was that a lot of people were asking about growing their subscriber list, right? So what we did was that we decided to use another person's platform, which was Zapier. So we decided to integrate with Zapier. And then we tried to look which of the other parties they were actually connecting with. So once they send out their newsletter, they connected to Zapier, and some would send out to Facebook, some would send out to Twitter, some would send out to Medium. And then we decided to integrate like the best ones into our platform to make sure that we didn't build things that nobody was wanting, but yeah, we're kind of using whatever was there. Yeah. So one of the things that I hear a lot when I tell people that I actually am in contact quite a lot with users is this quote. I think you've all seen it, right? No? Oh, okay. Well, it always makes me very angry because, first of all, he didn't say that, but that's something else. But second of all, you should never ask. It's the one thing that I want to give you, is never ask a user what he wants. Always try to understand what he's trying to do. So for example, if the person who heard this quote would have responded with why, for example, then maybe Henry Ford would have, the person would have said, well, because it's not going fast enough. Well, then it's our job to make sure that we build something faster. So make sure to, if people ask you for new features, always ask them, why do you want it? To understand what job are they trying to get done? Because they're not designers, they're not product developers, that's our job. It's our job to learn and to understand and then design something that's perfect. So I really like this example. It's Intercom and Slack discussing. So it's the guy from Intercom says, hey, I want a Google Calendar Slack connection. And then the guy from Slack said, hey, we would definitely like to make it better to know when somebody is unavailable and why, because that's the job that he's trying to get done. And then immediately the guy from Intercom says, yes, that's exactly the use case. Thank you. So keep that in mind. And then, yeah, keep in mind, every customer has a problem, every problem has a solution, and not every solution has a problem. Not every problem has a customer. Oh yeah, last one. I would invite you all, if you would like to become a thought leader, if you want to have like a newsletter for yourself, internally, whatever, try it out. If you use the code gift from Nikky, you get 1 month free. And if you would like to know more about personal newsletters, and if I wasn't as if I didn't manage to get you to start your own newsletter, then check the bit.ly, because there's like 5, 6, 7, I think it's even 10 pages of why you should actually start a personal newsletter.